Quick Crypto bringing you quick crypto news. The buy signals are flashing right now for the Zebec network. Zbcn, in my belief, is a potential hidden crypto gem. They are redefining payments, the financial infrastructure as we know it, and governmental bodies are recognizing that. Now, Zbcn has seen quite a considerable pullback since its all-time high peak as of May 30th, currently now down about 54% in value. But based on these recent bullish updates and developments, based on the technical analysis and also the ongoing crypto week right now, in my belief, again, not financial advice, of course, I believe that Zebec is on the cusp of repeating a rally similar to what we saw from end of April to end of May, a massive breakout, and from where it's at right now, that would be a 2x return to all-time highs, and it could very much higher than that as well. Because we're heading towards a world where crypto and the market is maturing and being regulated, right? This will allow trillions of dollars to flood in, and Zebec are the ones working closely alongside these policymakers and governmental bodies, which is a very, very strong indicator that this project is here to stay and rise more in demand and adoption and value. A week back, Zebec announced that they were going to be talking on July 10th, so 4 days ago now, speaking in the British Parliament, the House of Lords, on regulation and compliance, which is a very, very big deal. So Zebec COO Simon here was equally responsible for addressing key industry topics, from compliance to whistleblower policies and advising on prudent structures in blockchain. They also stated in their recent Twitter Space AMA that they were going to be speaking on tech, AI and ethics as well in the House of Parliament, which, considering Zebec's impressive AI partnership, that's not too surprising to hear. Zebec are cooking right now. These are indicators that Zebec is in the right place to see considerably more adoption, as they're helping guide these governments on the next steps they need to take so they don't fall behind in this crypto blockchain race. As highlighted here and spoke about at the House of Lords before MPs, regulators and compliance leaders, Zebec acquired Gatenox, a leading compliance and digital identity platform advancing Zebec's mission to be a fully compliant Web3 infrastructure provider, which is a huge deal. So Zebec are doing very well. The founder of Gatenox has actually joined Zebec as the CCO here, but that's not all. That's good news, but what's more bullish is that Zebec is that the head of global transactions at HSBC is joining as an advisor. That is insane. HSBC is one of the world's largest banks. That is absolutely bullish news. Zebec's presence clearly showcases their role in uniting blockchain and DeFi with TradFi and regulatory responsibility. And it also turns out that the UK government is working to attract more tech IPOs like the ones Zebec already has via listing reforms, via tax incentives and Mansion House initiatives to revitalise local markets. Zebec are cooking, and there'll be many more bullish announcements taking place this month and the rest of this year as well, with negotiations taking place right now with some huge companies and crypto institutions. It's very closely here to this AMA, which breaks it down.
So to make inroads in any market, you need to develop relationships with leaders and policymakers. We focused a lot on the US market over the years, which of course is still our core market at Zebec. But with our global expansion now to the UK and Europe, we will be making further announcements this month as notable political figures join our advisory board. So do stay tuned for that. And as I mentioned in the first part, we've been very focused on these so-called puzzle pieces needed to execute on our ambitions. And we do have major plans this fall for a move in the London capital market. So a lot of exciting things happening on this side of the pond. Zebec is the original provider of stablecoin payroll. So all of this great regulatory progress on stablecoins in the US is extremely bullish for us and what we're building. Circle is an early investor in Zebec and a longtime partner, as I mentioned in our last spaces. USDC is core to all of our products. It's core to our ecosystem. It's core to our payroll. And we're not going to be giving up on USDC. It is always going to be there. That being said, there are other stable coins that are coming into the market now, which we are evaluating, potentially working with. In fact, the RLUSD, so the Ripple stablecoin, we've actually integrated it on our Silver card. And of course, we've been in talks with Ripple for the past few months on a product launch, which we're working on with them as well. And more will be revealed on that when we are ready.
So a lot more is incoming, including potential integration and partnership with Ripple's RLUSD, which their stablecoin is doing wonders right now. They have currently got BNY Mellon, one of the world's largest legacy banks, as a prime custodian for their stablecoin, and now it may be integrated with Zebec. Zebec's expansion will be great for increased adoption, compliance and demand, and therefore a rally in value. And they also mentioned in that AMA, as I cycle back to it once more, that they are waiting to receive the green light on their white paper, which will give them compliance with EU's MiCA regulations later this year as well. So something taking place this year for Zebec. Its price is definitely going to rally higher. So once more, listen very closely to this clip.
We are extremely fortunate to have Wojtek now leading our compliance vertical. He's been with us for the past month since we closed our acquisition of GateKnox, the compliance suite in early June. And Wojtek and our team have been incredibly busy with SOC 2 compliance, which is really the first step in moving towards full ISO certification, which is still our goal towards the end of the year. And SOC 2, for those who do not know, is the gold standard in corporate compliance and privacy, which is very important for a company like Zebec that manages customer data and customer funds. So our goal is to have SOC 2 compliance complete by the end of July, and we are on track to do that. And then on the MiCA topic, given that we do operate now in the UK and Europe, we are in the process of finalizing MiCA compliance with regulators. We have completed our MiCA white paper. It is under review with multiple regulatory bodies, and we are hoping to receive the green light on that at some point this year.
That was just a handful of bullish announcements made in that AMA. This is why my conviction in Zebec is starting to rally more and more. They highlighted that they are building the Web3 version of Revolut, but on steroids as well, and that this is a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity. That's what Zebec are building right now, and they're working with governments to help build that. And just think about it, a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity, if just a fraction of this capital, this trillions of dollars, comes to Zebec, maybe, just maybe, those who are predicting a $1 Zebec price target are right, because that would just be an $84.5 billion market cap. It's currently only got 285. It's very, very small in comparison. That would be a considerable rally in price, but if you've got trillions coming in, 84 billion is not too much to ask for. Now, if you look at the market chart for Zebec right now, currently valued at 0.00338, currently up 6.11% on the daily time frame. Zebec does seem to be trading around this support level right now. We've seen it being rejected and find support around this 0.00318 zone. It's important, and I would argue that actually it's a very, very critical level of support right here, because if we were to draw out the fib retracement tool from the recent move, and equally a fib retracement from the first major move, we can see that the golden pocket seems to align around this 0.00318 to 0.00324 zone. The golden pocket right here, we can see on numerous occasions where Zebec has seen some rejections, but also support. Found here, and equally found as of late as well. This golden pocket is a very big zone for Zebec, and now we're seeing it rally alongside the likes of Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is currently at almost $122,000, and with the M2 money supply suggesting that Bitcoin could rally as high as 125k in the coming days, people are very, very optimistic right now. As we can see, Bitcoin does have some more room to run, potentially 130k in the coming week. With crypto week here as well, it could be a very big deal. So Zebec are doing, again, Zebec's looking very, very bullish right now. A key level of support we're currently at, and I think Zebec could see a continuation in this move should Bitcoin continue and the altcoin dominance starts to rise, because right now Bitcoin dominance is still extremely high at 64.5%. Once the dominance falls off below 50, below this trend line, Zebec will start to see a massive increase in adoption and price and volume and demand. And once again, with Zebec working closely alongside the policymakers and governments, that's a strong indicator that this project is here to stay and rise more. This is why the buy indicators are so strong and flashing right now for Zebec. And Zebec are working with the United Kingdom, the EU, and seemingly in the United States as well. Their core market is still in the United States, and as a result, what is taking place starting today, this week, July 14th, will be extremely bullish for this project. Over in the House, lawmakers are preparing the floor votes on the trio of major crypto bills. The Genius Act is expected to pass as a clean bill, unchanged from the version of the Senate approved last month. If it clears the House, it will be heading straight to Trump's desk, signed into law. The Market Clarity Act, the structure bill, is aimed to redefine regulatory jurisdiction and establish clear rules for crypto market participants. If it passes here, it will go towards the Senate. And the Anti-CBDC Surveillance State Act, which would prohibit the Fed from issuing a CBDC, is also potentially going to be passed this week as well. But also, interestingly, also on the desk, the House Ways and Means Oversight Subcommittee has rescheduled its hearing on crypto tax policies for Wednesday. Just 2 days from now, we have a blockbuster week in store for us all, and this could result in considerably more adoption for crypto, for Bitcoin, and for assets like Zbcn. The buy indicators are flashing right now, more is coming, and especially if the macro data, the inflation and job reports come in positive, incentivizing the Fed to start issuing rate cuts, this altcoin cycle could be the most explosive we've seen ever before. Much more is coming to crypto and for Zebec. And of course, if you want to learn much more to understand how to better capitalize in these markets, then come check out the Coin Factory VIP group, wop.com/coinfactory. We have a limited time offer where you can join for free for 7 days, and now thanks to our working together with BYDFI, an exchange of no KYC, no VPN, and regulatory licenses in Canada, the United States, and many, many more regions. Should you sign up through the affiliate link down below and follow the steps in our free Discord server, you will receive many, many benefits, including a 17% discount on all future trading fees, permanent VIP access to BYDFI channels, and a 1-month free trial to the Coin Factory executives. With us right now, BYDFI are currently holding a Bitcoin trading campaign, a chance to win up to $10,000 in Bitcoin, and a new user deposit campaign, a chance to get up to free $2,000 bonus when trading. Get many more discounts as well, so if that interests you, link down below in the description. And as always, do your own research, don't be emotional, be logical, and I'll see you in the next one.